Breaking news. The United States is expanding its military bases in the Philippines, aiming to shield vital oil and gas reserves from growing Chinese influence. This move marks a significant escalation in the ongoing struggle for control in the West Philippine Sea, drawing global attention and raising the stakes for all involved. As dawn breaks over the choppy waters of the West Philippine Sea, the horizon is alive with anticipation. The early morning light reveals a region on edge, where every wave seems to carry whispers of uncertainty and resolve. Warships slice through the restless waves, their hulls cutting a determined path. Overhead, fighter jets roar, tracing bold arcs in the sky, a powerful display of military might and readiness. The air vibrates with the sound of engines and the tension of looming conflict. The world holds its breath as the United States and the Philippines launch one of their largest joint military buildups in decades. Soldiers assemble equipment, vehicles roll into position, and coastal bases buzz with activity, signaling a new era of cooperation and preparedness. The reason behind this surge: China's expanding reach now threatens critical Philippine oil and gas reserves, resources that are essential not only for the nation's economy, but also for its energy security and independence. This dramatic shift is about more than just military might. It's a battle for control over resources that could fuel the Philippines' future, power its cities, and shape its destiny for generations to come. The stakes have never been higher. On the ground, journalists report from the bustling ports of Palawan, capturing the pulse of a nation preparing for uncertainty. Soldiers unload crates of vital supplies, while radar dishes spin atop newly built towers, scanning the skies and seas for any sign of trouble. The air is thick with uncertainty and hope. Locals watch military movements with anxious eyes, yet many cling to the hope that this show of strength will protect their livelihoods and bring stability to their shores. As the news spreads, tension grows across Southeast Asia. Surveillance cameras and intelligence analysts monitor every move, while naval and land patrols keep a vigilant watch. The entire region braces for what might come next. The world wonders, will this powerful show of force keep the fragile peace? Or will it ignite a fuse in a region already teetering on the edge? Only time will tell as leaders weigh their next moves and the world watches, holding its breath. The United States and the Philippines are not just reacting to headlines or fleeting tensions in the region. Instead, they are taking deliberate, strategic steps to shape the future of the South China Sea. Their actions are rooted in long-term planning, not just short-term responses. They are making a clear, calculated move, one that signals resolve and unity. Behind closed doors, military leaders pore over maps and blueprints, carefully selecting locations that will maximize both defense and deterrence. New military bases are rising near key undersea oil and gas fields, their silhouettes now part of the coastline. These bases are not just military outposts, they are strategically positioned to guard the nation's most valuable resources. These areas are the heart of the country's energy hopes, holding the promise of economic growth and energy independence. For years, China has claimed these waters, building artificial islands and sending ships to assert dominance, escalating tensions and uncertainty. Now the Allies draw a line in the sand. The strategy is simple but powerful: protect what matters most: energy security and freedom of navigation. Patrols and barriers reinforce this commitment, making intentions unmistakable. By placing bases near these vital resources, both nations send a clear message to the world. They will not let China take control of the sea's riches, or threaten the stability of the region. Every soldier on guard is a symbol of this determination. These bases are more than outposts. They are shields for the country's economic future and symbols of international cooperation. Military engineers work day and night, overcoming harsh conditions, while helicopters deliver supplies and reinforcements to remote islands, ensuring these strongholds remain operational. Every piece of equipment, every bunkhouse, every watchtower helps secure a lifeline for millions. International journalists document these efforts as the world's eyes are fixed on this new front line of competition and cooperation. As China expands its presence, so does the US-Philippine alliance. It is a contest of will and endurance, played out in steel, concrete, and the quiet hum of generators on distant shores. The outcome will shape not just borders, but the future of energy and security in the region. Two islands now stand at the heart of this struggle: Balabac and Pagasa. These remote outposts, often overlooked on the map, have become the front lines in a contest that will shape the destiny of the region. They are more than dots on a map. They are the sentinels of the Philippines, standing guard over waters that are vital not just to one nation, but to the entire world. These islands guard the gateways to the West Philippine Sea's most valuable lanes and fields. Every day, patrol boats and radar operators keep watch, ensuring that these lifelines remain open and secure. Whoever controls these islands controls trade, security, and the future. The stakes are high, and the world is watching closely. Balabac is the southern sentinel. It sits near the edge of the Sulu and South China Seas, and its location is a natural choke point. Here the sea narrows, forcing ships to pass within sight of its shores. Oil tankers and cargo ships pass close by, carrying goods and fuel across Asia. Any threat here could stop trade in its tracks, disrupting economies far beyond these waters. The world's prosperity depends on the safety of these routes. Pagasa, farther north, is the Philippines' outpost in the Spratly Islands. It is small but critical, a beacon of sovereignty in a contested sea. Its airstrip and docks are being upgraded to handle more ships and planes. From Pagasa, the Philippines can watch, react, and defend its claim. These improvements are not just about defense, they are about resilience and readiness. These islands are not just military assets, they are symbols. The upgrades here show the world that the Philippines will not back down. Each flag raised, each structure built, is a message of determination and hope. The United States stands by its side, bringing technology, training, and a promise: you are not alone. Together, they send a clear signal. These waters will be protected, and the guardians of vital waters will endure. Speed matters. The construction effort is massive and urgent. New runways stretch across the sand, ready for fighter jets and cargo planes. Barracks rise quickly, built to house hundreds of soldiers. Ports are dredged deeper so warships can dock, refuel, and resupply. The base at Balabac is a hive of activity. Bulldozers clear land while cranes lift radar towers into place. Engineers lay fiber optic cables for secure communications. It is all designed for one purpose: rapid response to any threat. On Pagasa, docks are reinforced to survive storms and attacks. Fuel tanks are buried deep for protection. Shelters for civilians stand ready, a reminder that this is not just a military buildup, but a safeguard for islanders. This construction is more than concrete and steel. It is a race against time. Every new building means another day that the Philippines' energy fields stay safe from outside threats. The expansion of these bases sends a powerful message. The Philippines and the United States stand together. They will defend their rights, their economy, and their future. This unity is seen not just in joint patrols, but in shared goals and risks. Leaders from both countries have spoken out. "We must protect what is ours," says the Philippine Defense Secretary. American generals echo this, promising unwavering support. It is a message meant not just for China, but for the whole world. For ordinary Filipinos, these moves mean hope and worry. Hope for new jobs and a safer future. Worry about what happens if tensions turn to conflict. But for now, the alliance is a source of pride. It says, "We will not be pushed around." This message reaches beyond military circles. It shows that in a world of shifting alliances, old friendships can still stand strong against new challenges. Beneath the waves lies a fortune in oil and gas. The Philippines depends on these resources to power its cities, factories, and homes. Some experts say the disputed waters could hold billions of barrels of oil and trillions of cubic feet of natural gas. For a country that imports most of its fuel, these reserves are a lifeline. Developing them could mean lower prices, more jobs, and greater independence from foreign energy. The stakes are huge, not just for the Philippines, but for the region. China wants these resources too. Its ships often block Filipino survey crews and drillers. This is not just a legal or military fight. It is a battle over who will control Asia's next great energy boom. That is why the new bases matter so much. They protect more than territory. They guard the hope for a brighter, more secure future, powered by the riches of the sea. The struggle for the West Philippine Sea is not just fought with ships and planes, it's also a battle of laws and rights. In 2016, a United Nations tribunal ruled in favor of the Philippines. The court said China's vast 9-line claim had no legal basis. China rejected the ruling. Its ships stayed in the disputed waters, and it kept building artificial islands and military outposts. For Filipinos, the ruling was a victory in theory, but honestly, little changed out on the water. The legal decision is still a powerful tool. It gives the Philippines support in international forums. US officials often cite the ruling when defending their actions. But the challenge remains: how do you enforce the law when China refuses to abide by it? This ongoing dispute fuels tension. It's a reminder that the fight for oil and gas is also a fight for justice and the rule of law. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, is really the backbone of US-Philippine military cooperation. Signed back in 2014, it lets American forces use Philippine bases. It also allows for the storage of equipment, joint exercises, and rapid response to crises. Thanks to EDCA, US troops can now rotate through new bases on Balabac and Palawan. They can train side by side with Filipinos. Supplies and weapons can be moved quickly to where they are needed most. This partnership isn't just about defense. It's about building trust and sharing knowledge. US engineers help with construction, and American doctors treat locals. These ties go beyond the battlefield. They build lasting bonds between nations. EDGA is what makes the current base expansion possible. It turns words of support into real, visible action, right where it matters most. The upgrades on Balabac and Pagasa are, honestly, changing the game. Runways can now host advanced fighter jets. New radar systems can spot threats from hundreds of miles away. Barracks and command centers are built to withstand attack. These changes mean faster, stronger responses to any crisis. If Chinese ships approach, planes can be in the air in just minutes. If islands are threatened, reinforcements can land quickly. Joint drills show how US and Filipino forces work together under real pressure. They stood for new capo. The is a warning to anyone who might test these defenses. It offers reassurance to local communities who know help is always close by. It also strengthens the alliance. Every upgrade is a shared achievement. The hope is that these upgrades will keep the peace, but if push comes to shove, both nations are more ready than ever. The new military bases bring both hope and danger. They could protect the Philippines' energy future and keep crucial sea lanes open, but at the same time, they also raise the risk of confrontation. China is unlikely to step back quietly. If tensions flare, even a small incident could grow quickly. The world's biggest powers now stand face to face in a crowded sea. All sides must act carefully, knowing that a misstep could spark conflict. Yet the rewards are great. If the new bases hold, the Philippines stands to gain jobs, energy security, and a stronger voice in Asia. The alliance with the US grows deeper, promising support in tough times. The next few months are critical. As concrete hardens and radars spin, the world watches. Will this show of strength bring peace, or push the region to the brink? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear, the balance of power in the West Philippine Sea is changing fast.